Hi everyone. Today is 9th of March 2023. We are starting a new knowledge series. It's a group knowledge session where I'm going to discuss different topics. Today specifically we'll talk about relocation to the UK and UK tech job market trends and UK tech visas. We'll discuss how to relocate to the UK in 5 steps, and we give all insights and guides about it. Let's talk about who we are. Tech Nomads. Tech Nomads is a relocation platform for tech founders and IT specialists, and for the tech teams who is willing to relocate themselves and their teams to the UK from different countries. Our tech solutions. We create completely new experience for our clients through the digital pre-qualified technology approach of the client initially, and then from the ongoing support of the client through the tech and AI solutions. Could be clients as a tech founders or IT specialists or the tech support team. Let's talk a little bit about myself. My name is Evgeny Pavlov. I'm the founder and CEO of the Tech Nomads. I started my immigration process in 2010 and relocated to the UK successfully, where I just joined the British society and became a British citizen myself. And since 2018, I'm developing Tech Nomads and scaling the company into the legal and tech support. Let's talk about UK tech job markets and trends in 2023. So it's important to understand. What is the initially challenges being faced by UK tech industry? As we all know, different outside events happening for the last 3 years, start from the COVID and finish with the financial crisis, economic crisis, and political instability in the world. So today we will discuss, first of all, one of the challenges. It's significant shortage of tech talent, especially in areas such as very rapidly growing areas like artificial intelligence, cybersecurity, and data science. Other one is Brexit. Brexit happened 2016. Obviously, it was more than 5 years ago. However, the Brexit has created uncertainty for the tech sector and for UK tech sector particularly. Why? Because access to the international markets, data protection, so change of laws, recruitment of skilled professionals, so Europeans are not able to work without a visa now in the UK. So it's all been affected and give us a challenge for the UK tech industry. And last but not the least, it's securing investment and funding for growth. It's obviously another challenge. Because investors and institutional investors and private investors look at the startups now a bit differently. They're not looking only on the growth rate, but they're looking also on the business model, on profitability. And I believe it's not only the challenge of the financial crisis, economic crisis, it's also a challenge where we've been heard so many stories how the startups grew up successfully with the billions of losses on the profit and loss account and then balance sheets, and investors realized that some of the startups, some of the companies, tech companies, actually has a wrong business model, has a wrong revenue model, and even with the extreme growth and of the rate of extreme growth, so they still faced the situation where they might be not profitable in the foreseeable future. So that's why investors nowadays, they're carefully assessing the technology company their performance, their profitability, if any, and they break-even points, so on and so forth. Yeah, this is the three main challenges I would like to outline today. But let's talk about. Sorry, slides are going very quick. Let's talk about current and future trends in a tech job UK market, right? So there is four main trends we outlined. First one, and I believe is the most important one, and with my all proud, I would say that UK tech ecosystem has been valued on the top three ecosystems in the world after US and China. So which is almost $1 trillion in value. So it's the largest, top three largest in the world. So I believe it's for such a country as the UK with a great history and great history of the I've been always forward-thinking country, always with a stable legal system, always with a proactive, innovative approach. UK grew for the recent years and developed the ecosystem, developed the infrastructure, developed the system in place, and including immigration system, which attracts capital, a new economic capital. So it's important to understand what's a new economic capital and old economic capital. So new economic capital, it attracts talents, and it attracts technology. So lots of companies and people come to the UK and bring technology already, not only develop here. And obviously, if they bring technology into the UK, they have infrastructure, universities, institutes, research centers, government support, government funding, grants. So they have infrastructure to develop it. And the same we would say for the employees, for the talents, they can grow themselves here. They can develop their career in the UK. So as a result, UK it's had a third place in the world, and I believe is gonna fight for the best, and believe gonna trying to push forward to get place number one. So second trend is we're talking about digital UK digital tech sector is accounting about 10% of GDP in 2020. So 2020 it was more than 2 years ago. So it's still old statistics. I believe it's just grew up a bit already with the figures, but still it has been growing faster rather than overall economy. So the tech sector, and in terms of the increasing the jobs in tech sector, it's I would proudly say that around 5 million of population or employable population working in the tech sector. It's they're working in a product-led company, tech company, technology company. If you see in overall, there is a 30 million employable people in the UK with a 60 million total population. So third one, it's UK tech sector has already made great impact in the country. The tech jobs increased by 30% last year. So the growth rate is so rapid that there is every third company either developing IT and technology department in their own, or completely reshaping the company and their processes. So that's why there is employability in place. Why they do so, we'll talk about later on, and I'll explain later the reasons. And fourth, current and future trends. It's UK tech job market, increase in remote working, and focus on cloud technologies, and data-driven decision making. On this occasion, there are lots of people who is saying that this trend is just temporary, so remote working. I believe this trend is going to be blended later on, right? So how is going to be blended in a way that remote working is going to be flexible for some departments no in the company. So, but still, why? Because there's issues with the cybersecurity, issues with the protection of the data. So that's why the companies now and the government try to mitigate these risks and implement the policies and implement the technologies to protect themselves and the client, whose data can be at the disposal of the not good or bad individuals, I would say, right? Okay, let's talk further. According to the digital trends, there is a wide range of technology jobs that are expected to be in high demand 2023. And I would like to say, before they're talking about the jobs, I would like to say that for the last 5 years, the technology and the tech job market reshaped quite rapidly. And on this occasion, lots of positions has been improved, changed. Why? Because technology and IT solutions improving day by day. And obviously, some job positions can be not anymore in place. So there is some skills can be replaced by the machine learning solutions, by bots, by any other tech solution, artificial intelligence, so on and so forth. So let's talk about top 10, top 20. So first of all, obviously, it's software developers. Data scientists is one of the top because it's give a solution and analyzing the data and day by day in every company. Basically, we assessing the data and we checking whether when we taking data from the client, we trying to analyze it. So, and as more data you collect, as more you know your client. So data scientists in place. So obviously, by the time development of technology, we'll collect even more data about the client. Yeah, artificial intelligence specialist, it's trend. One of the topest and highest ranking now for the startups, for the working for the company, for the top industry, where in 2022 venture capital firms invested. It's AI, artificial intelligence. Would we say it's trend? Yes, it's trend, but it's technology as well. So as a 5 years ago and 7 years ago was a trend. It was a fintech because fintech was disrupted. And now disruption comes in artificial intelligence in solutions which can be arranged by simply by bots. Okay, so on this occasion, let's go to security, cybersecurity specialist. Why a cybersecurity specialist are quite important? They're important for the one reason, because of the remote working, access to the data, collecting the data. There is obviously a lack of protection, lack of losing the data, lack of losing information from the company. So the cybersecurity specialists are helping to protect the data, helping to protect the company interest and clients' interest from the point. So the specialist and employees who is learning cybersecurity and know this, they are no trend now. Cloud architects, the same issue about remote working, same issue about the spreading the departments around the world. Each company, some people work in Silicon Valley, some people work in Italy, in Germany, in the UK, different departments, and they need to have cloud solutions. So cloud architect come from the same trend. DevOps engineer, full stack developer, the same UX designer. UX designer, I would like to pause here and explain a little bit further that UX designer is important. Designer as a position, as a trend, and as a necessity, it's already, I believe, gone from the highest demand. UX design, it's the next level. So it's where you designing the product, where you're designing the app, website, and you know the user experience, you know what the clients wants, and you understand it from the standpoint of the client. And you as a employee of who is a UX designer, now you can help the team. You can help the team of the product team. You can help team of the technology team, tech team, to build the product. And as you working shoulder to shoulder with these two teams, so it's not only a trend, but it's a necessity for the current vision of development of the tech industry. Mobile app developer, yes, it's always been the trend, and some of the companies, they're developing app as necessity for the user to utilize this. And obviously, mobile app developer it's has a good opportunities now, because some products can be used only on the phone. They're not suitable to use on desktop. I would say to you, majority of searches now on the internet comes through the phone. It's about 55%, 60% of searches on the internet where you do search information. It's you go to your phone, your smartphone, and look at the particular search information. Important to understand that some of the industries, some of the particular products obviously can be sold. I would say, for instance, our product, which we develop in, it's not on an app, it's on a desktop solution. So, but because we know that the clients are, our clients going to use the desktop. So, but still, project manager, crucial. Because the positions listed above, the employees are listed above, and project manager, it's a key person of project of managing these people, managing product, tech, and UX designer team, and making sure it comes with the deadlines, making sure there's the all solution came in place. So project manager surprisingly come in place as a mitigator, as a solution solver for the running the teams, and come to the deadlines and manage them correctly. Right. Let's talk about how qualified immigrants influence the UK tech job market. Right. So we all understand that in the UK, it's about roughly 30 million people employed, with the lowest unemployment rate in since economic crisis in 1970s. So, and let's talk about statistics for 2021. First of all, Global Talent Visa in 2021 granted more than 1,200 visas. And in 2022, which I didn't mention here, it's more than 4,000 visas was granted. So it's like triple compared to 2021. Starter Visa, more than 300 visas granted. Innovator Visa, more than 500 visas granted. So it's tech visas, right? But Skilled Worker Visa, including non-tech jobs, was granted 150,000 visas. So 150,000 employees came to the UK. Right. So on this occasion, you can see that the especially Global Talent Visa and Skilled Worker Visa have highest numbers, and because as UK fighting for the number one country in the world among the innovation technology and the talents, the intention to bring the most viable product to develop the country, on a global scale and a national scale, national market. And on this occasion, they need the talents. That's why Home Office or UK government, they are very careful in developing the visas and improving the immigration process to bring the expats, to bring the tech talents into the UK. So I would say, let's go through the comparison of UK tech visas. You go to the comparison table. First of all, as of 9 of March, we see the different requirements. You can see on the table that the startup Innovator Visa, as of now, required have specific capital and English language and maintenance funds. Skilled worker visa has less requirements. So we just, but they need a job offer English language. But Global Talent Visa has no requirements at all comparing to the these three visas. So that's why Global Talent Visa, it's increasing number of applications and granting the visa exponentially for the last 2-3 years, because they've been made the changes for them more than 3 years ago, and that's why it's allocated opportunity to grow in numbers and attract the talents. And the talents, when they look at the requirements, they say, wow, so this is amazing, let me just apply and I can come to the UK and can work for anyone and not going to be tied to any job offer or any capital. So rather than skilled worker visa, you have to be allocated to the employer. Innovator visa, startup visa, you have to do the business, right? And benefits as well. So UK settlement, you can see that the Global Talent Visa, if you're talent, after 3 years, if you're Promise, if you're just at the early stage of your career, after 5 years. But other visas are relatively simple, you get after 5 years. And obviously for all of them, you can bring the parent and child, a partner and child, sorry. So let's talk about UK Global Talent Visa, because in a tech, in IT, I'd like to give you a bit of overview what it's about. So Global Talent Visa offers flexibility of 3 things. You can be employed, self-employed, so you work on yourself as a sole trader, and you can set up the business or you set up a company, right? Unlike skilled worker visa, there is no minimum salary threshold. You need to get a job offer from the employer to apply for Global Talent Visa. Bring your family as well. You can bring a child under 18 years old, and you can bring your partner, whether it's married or unmarried. If partner is unmarried, you're not married with a partner, but you have to prove that you've been living together for 2 years. UK settlement and British passport direction. So we have to understand that particularly if you're applying for the talent and you get 3 years visa and apply for ILR after 3 years, then simply you can wait 2 years more and then apply for passport. But if you apply for and you get the Promise, you have to apply for the settlement after 5 years and wait for 1 more year to apply for passport. So technically, if you're talent, you get a passport in 5 years. If you're Promise, you get a passport in 6 years. So this is a bit difference, but settlement in the same direction. So you get in different months, years, sorry. UK Global Talent Visa criteria for Promise talent. What's the Promise? What is the talent? Let's discuss this. Exceptional talent. It's a person already well established as a leader or recognized expert in the field with a minimum experience of 5 years. Promise, it's applicant early stage of their career, has a less than 5 years experience, and they need to prove that they're potential leader with their skills, their approach, their achievements. Let's talk about mandatory and optional criteria. Mandatory criteria, it's recognition, main requirement. The exceptional leader must display exceptional talent or potential by the emerging recognition, national, international level. So the people might, experts of the same industry might recognize them that they achieved something, they developed the product, they developed the solution, they brought the company to the next level, they took the market share, and so on and so forth. And if we're talking about optional criteria, there is a 3 optional criteria. So we can choose innovation, contribution, academic. To demonstrate experience, you might provide evidence for the one of them, where you basically have either contributed to the project or product, where you have innovation into it, artificial intelligence, build coding, GitHub account proven, or academic if you get the PhD and you're a researcher at university at the same time. These 3 optional criteria could be at the same time, but you can select one. If you talk about case preparation, if you talk about common mistakes, let's talk about examples. There's a technical rejections and conceptual rejections. So technical rejections, it's there's 4 of them. Applicant didn't mention the criteria, referring to the supporting documents. Reference letters are templated, and they almost equal in the text. Word formatting of reference letters, word formatting, it's important. Exceeded volume of the case bundle. So it's when they ask you about 10 documents, you submitted 30 documents. Examples of conceptual rejection: CV is not selling, so a CV must sell yourself, your skills, your opportunities, your experience. Unformatting personal statements, wrong choice of the referee, so referee from different industry, referee not related. Insufficient proof of public external profile. So it's important as well. How we as a tech nomads can help you with your case, right? So we can we developed a 2-stage solution where we go for the pre-qualified test, building your CV and PR profile, receiving and optimizing the evidence, getting the full support and for your profile, and then applying for the endorsement body, get the endorsement letter, and then second stage, we're doing legal case for you and getting the visa. Why us? Because all our system automated, and we have a special including payment and installment solutions, so which is quite important. We have a success rate of 95%, and obviously all our task management automated, so it gives the confidence to the client, and the client is happy to work with us from the point of the communication. And obviously we're using AI technology for the building the and optimizing your CV or any other documents preparation. Also, we have a ReloHub platform, which is we're usually going to talk in greater details in a private events, our private sessions. And we have a special offer for all participants of our private knowledge sessions. So you please follow the news when our private knowledge session is going to be next time, and then you can get the opportunity to work with us, to sign up with us, to get the knowledge with us, to get a free check of your case if necessary, because not all clients are ready to apply now. Some of them just interested and looking for the opportunities, whether they should relocate to the UK or any other countries. So yeah, please, if you like this video, please put the like, subscribe to us, stay in touch with us and follow us on the Instagram, on the Facebook, on the Telegram, on the LinkedIn, and just follow us on the website. Also, you can find my Instagram there and my Facebook account. Yeah, thank you very much. Thanks a lot for watching this video. Let's stay in touch and see you soon. Thank you.